let's talk about wheels. More specifically, let's talk about those wheels. I've never liked them. From the moment I saw this car on the lot, the wheels were the one thing I didn't like. And I thought, well, maybe they'll grow on me. But they haven't. You know what I really wanted when I bought the car? I wanted these wheels. Those were the ones that caught my eye. And I thought, if I'm going to have OEM wheels, these are the ones that I want. I knew that I was going to mod the car anyway, and that the wheels would eventually come off. Doesn't matter. I'm going to change the wheels anyway. But as you know, most good quality wheels are not that affordable. Until now. 034 Motorsport has added a ZTF flow-formed wheel to their product catalog so that anyone looking for performance without compromising quality can get an affordable wheel. So I reached out to my friend Sean at 034 Motorsport and got me a set of these beautiful 19-inch flow-formed wheels in anthracite.
You're watching Midlife Mods.
Now, 034 Motorsport suggests mounting Michelin Pilots Sport 4S tires on these in size 265, 35, 19. Now, that's a little bit bigger than what I'm running now. I'm running 255, 35, 19s, and I'm already getting some rub on the fenders because the car's lowered. So that could be an issue. Let me make sure there's no confusion here. If you're on stock Audi suspension or 034 Motorsport suspension components like their lowering springs, then you don't have to worry about fitment with the ZTF wheels and Michelin tire setup. 034 Motorsport specifically designed these wheels to fit with Audi suspension and 034 lowering springs. So why is it a problem for me? Well, because I have H&R lowering springs on my car, which have a really low ride height, lower than 034 lowering springs. So I'm definitely gonna have an issue with fender rub.
Which is why I brought my car here to Mr. Sexy himself, the Fender doctor, to make sure that my fitment is perfect with these new wheels. There's not quite enough room. He's gonna make it right. And sexy. Now, in order to get proper fitment, Mr. Sexy had to trim the inner lining a bit and then shave a bit of the metal. No, I didn't roll the fenders. That ended up not being necessary. We also had to remove a couple of the plastic trim pieces inside of the fender. So that's it. Mr. Sexy has done his work. He's just putting some sealant on it right now. For those of you that might wonder, yes, it's getting sealed. Although we don't have any salt on the roads here in California. And now the car is ready for the new wheels and tire setup. You know what? Before I take these Bridgestones off of my S4 and put the new wheels and new tires on, I feel like I should take this car on some of my favorite local roads and on-ramps and see how the current wheels and tires perform, so that I can really feel the difference of the new wheels and tires once they're thrown on. If for some reason my draggy video is not working, but I just did a pull 3.4 seconds, I'll show the draggy results right now, the official results. I'll try again to get my draggy camera to work. I don't know what's going on, but I'll try it again. And yeah, so 3.4 seconds with these Bridgestones, that's not bad. This is one of my favorite little circuits here in Mexico. This is one of my favorite on-ramps. So we're gonna try this out with the Bridgestones. It's in sport mode with limited traction control. There's a lot of understeer right now. A lot of understeer. The car's pushing. I think these tires are at their limit. You know, the tires, they're not bad, but they're not great. There's a lot of understeer. This car is heavy. It's pushing a little bit, struggling for grip. So, you know, I think I have a pretty good idea of what these tires can do, having had them for about 2 years and have
and I've taken them to several track days. I know what these Bridgestones could do, which isn't much beyond daily driving. So let's go put the new wheels and tires on. I'm here at my friendly neighborhood Big Brand Tire Center. My friends here at Big Brand Tire hooked me up. They were very nice and delicate with the new wheels, being sure not to scratch them. We're all set here. I can't wait to get these mounted on the S4. Let's go. So, as I was about to install the wheels, my neighbor, pit crew, showed up to investigate. Nothing attracts the car enthusiasts on the street like some garage mods. But after successfully installing the two left wheels, I hit a problem. The tire was flat, and it wasn't the only one either. 2 of the 4 were flat. So I installed the 2 good ones and left 2 original wheels and tires on until I could figure out what to do. I figured this was a good time to compare the old and new side by side. As you can see, the 034 wheels and Michelin tire setup is a bit wider than the OEM. So I decided to go half and half with new tires on the front with the new wheels and OEM on the back. What do you guys think? Looks good, right? New in the front, old in the back? No, that didn't work out. Let's get this fixed. First, the guys had to diagnose where the leak was coming from, and they found that it was both on the outside and inside of the wheel, and it appeared to be a simple beading issue. So here's what happened with the tires. It appears the little rubber fingers on the tire were getting stuck under the bead, which is just something to look out for when mounting Michelin tires. Apparently, this is a pretty common issue on all wheels with these tires. So it was no big deal, and the guys at Big Brand just threw on some bead sealant to ensure the leaks were eliminated, and then I was back on the road with all 4 ZTF wheels. And now that we had a full set, I just had to take some glamour shots. So now that I have 2 sets of wheels, should my OEM wheels be my dedicated track wheels or vice versa? My new 034 Motorsport wheels are slightly bigger, so that would make more sense for the track. Or does it really matter? Anybody out there want to buy my OEM wheels? Let me know what you think in the comments. What does matter is that I have 2 sets of wheels and I want to be able to swap them out easily at the track or when doing brake mods or maintenance. So I ordered the 034 Motorsport 55mm studs and ball seat nuts. Yep, I said studs and ball nuts. The 034 Motorsport Bullet Nose Stud Kit is designed to make wheel changes easier. The bullet nose design allows your wheels and nuts to self-align, making installation faster and easier. I don't know about you, but I love it when my nuts self-align. This is everything you need to install the studs and nuts. Blue Loctite, shop towels, a mask so you don't get the brake cleaner in your lungs, gloves, steel brushes, brake cleaner, and 2 19mm wrenches. We are going to be using the quick jack to get this thing up on the stand to make it a lot easier.
Okay, I got down to the 4th wheel and I ran into a problem. It looks as though the holes on the 2-piece rotors are just slightly misaligned with the thread. And so when I try and thread the lug bolts, they're not going in. So the original bolts, they go in all right. I don't want to force it and break something, so it looks like this mod has come to a halt. I'm gonna have to put the old bolts back on and talk to 034 or take it to Oliver at the shop and see what we can figure out. I ended up bringing the car to Oliver at Warhammer Motorsport to get his opinion. He ended up loosening the set screw on the rotors, adjusting the rotors a bit, and then attempting to thread one of the studs. And that did the trick. Thanks, Oliver. I installed the rest of the studs, we tightened the set screw again, and I was on my way. All right, now we're gonna launch it and see if these lighter wheels and better tires have any effect on the 0 to 60 times. And we're gonna confirm that with the draggy. So let's go. All right, let's check out the draggy and see if that was any better. Now I'm gonna hit some of my favorite on-ramps here in town and see how the handling is. On-ramp. Wow. No understeer at all. The grip is incredible with these PS4S tires. No understeer, no pushing at all. I felt like I could have pushed it even more. There was tons of grip. A lot more confidence inspiring than those Bridgestones. Sorry, Bridgestones. And Audi, I don't know why you don't put Michelin's stock on your cars. I mean, get rid of the Bridgestones. Nobody wants them. The fitment looks amazing in my opinion with the bigger tire size, and thank you Mr. Sexy for taking care of my fenders. And the stud kit is gonna make changing out the wheels or servicing the brakes at the track so much easier. The next step in any mod is sitting back and evaluating your work. And you know what? I'm looking at the color of these wheels and the color of my car, and I'm not liking the black brake calipers. So I ordered this caliper paint kit from Amazon for like 60 bucks. It has really good reviews, but you know, we're gonna find out. I decided on yellow because I think it will really pop with the quantum gray of the Audi and the anthracite wheels. But we're gonna have to wait for the next video for the calipers. Thank you for watching Midlife Mods.